The community around fog research is one of the reasons that I keep going with it beyond fascination.
I feel like I've been invited into a secret club, which I really want to be a part of more and more.
Okay, so this is the first annual Fog Fest, and we're bringing together scientists, community members, students, and artists, and we are exploring all the intersections that relate to fog, whether it's water harvesting, whether it's fog art, whether it's ecosystem studies. Fog intersects many aspects of our life here on the coast in California. So we wanted to show off our accomplishments this year for how much water we collected, all the efforts that my students made, and our fog tree, which is the first artistically designed fog collector that we know of. And so this is just a day to celebrate and share information and bring people together and really raise the awareness about fog so that it can help us in the future if we need to turn to it as a water source.
So we decided to build these collectors this year with wood. These are 14-foot verticals. It's a little higher than we did in previous years just because we wanted to get more fog and get a little more gravity on our trough system into our storage. It's a pretty simple structure. It's just these supports held in with T-posts, and we have guy wires coming from the top. We're able to tension these, and then they're affixed into T-posts in the ground at every upright. It does pretty well in any kind of wind speed we get during the summer here.
All right, so during a fog event, as water collects on this mesh, it drops down to this marine vinyl, which carries it over to some funnels that were modeled and 3D printed out of PETG, or recycled plastic. This water is then tubed down to this tipping bucket, an instrument that measures how much water is collected, and is then brought down to our collection barrel.
So here we have our first of its kind fog tree here in Santa Cruz. We're basically taking our large fog collector and redesigning it in a way where it's going to be a little more aesthetic, but as well as it's going to collect more fog for the long run. This design helps for when even the lightest amount of fog, it's still going to be able to grasp onto the harp design. Inspiration actually came from a tree branch, not so much a tree. We were going for a tree, but we thought the branch was more of an interesting concept because, you know, branches have even tinier branches coming out of it. So this is kind of our play on a tree, and these are our branches here.
We really want to do this as kind of a proof of concept to see how we could utilize the fog water that's collected. We know that it's foggy in Santa Cruz during the summer, but how can we utilize that? Is it even enough to utilize? So by building these relatively simple structures with a mesh that intercept the fog droplets, we're able to direct that water downward, and we get approximately 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons per night when it's foggy. So the water is significant, and we are able to supply about 37% of the garden's water needs with the fog water. So we feel pretty proud of that, and we're looking forward to transferring this technology to other locations that are even foggier than here, where they can collect gallons and gallons of water in one night.